everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today in this video, I am going to rank all the Beyblades that I have from worst, medium to best. Now I don't have like every single one, but I have a few. So let's begin. Number 1, Wizard Fafnir. So this one, it's not too good. Its tip is alright. I mean, it has a good stamina. Its disc is actually pretty good. It can free spin, which is something really unique about this. And its energy layer. Now, this is probably one of the worst energy layers because it has so much rubber, like it bursts so easily. Seriously. It is left spinning. Its gotcha chip is pretty good, and its weight is not really good. And it's not that good because it always bursts because it has so much rubber. And its teeth are not even that good anyway. So that's what's your Fafnir. Oh, and also, by the way, we're going to make 3 piles. So like this is going to be the bad ones, medium ones, and good ones. So this is bad because it bursts so easily and is not good. So this is going to be in the bad pile. Moving up is Venom Diablos. Now, this Beyblade is really cool. So, let's talk about the driver. With the driver, it can come apart. So let's say it's spinning in the stadium and then it can come apart as its own little Beyblade and it just spins around. And it like attacks it too, so I think that's pretty neat. But one thing though is that its driver is so tall and thin that it could just like easily break in half. Moving on, the disc is pretty good. It's really heavy and has a lot of metal, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. And the energy layer, so its weight is built into the chip, so it's just like one little piece. And the energy layer is actually, its attack power is really good. So, yeah, like, it's really good at attacking, and it is right spinning, but it can also left spin. So let's say, you're in a battle, and then one battle, you're with Venom Diablos, and then, I don't know, he wins or he loses, and then, but you don't think it's so good, and then, so you switch it over to Erase Diablos, put together, and now it can left spin. So that is Venom Diablos. And for the rank, I'm gonna say he's gonna be the really good rank because his attack power is really good. He doesn't really burst that often, and yeah, he can right and left spin in the little Beyblade, and it's really heavy. So yeah, let's put it into the good pile. Okay, moving on, we have Heat Salamander, and this is by Hasbro, by the way. So, Heat Salamander. He's a pretty good left spinning Beyblade, and his burst rates are not his burst rates, sorry, he can't burst that easily. The gimmicks that he has is that he can have these blades, and then if you go to the bottom, you can like click this, not necessarily click, but you can move this little thing, and then you can make the blades come back into the other blades, and then you click it again, and there you go. But it doesn't really work because if you click it and then the blades are like this, they can just get back like that, and it doesn't really work that well. The disc is really bad. I don't even need to talk about it. And the driver. So this driver is pretty good. It has 2 slingshot modes, one for attack and one for defense. So let's say you're on attack. I can't really see. Oh yeah, this is attack. So this is attack mode. It's actually pretty good on attack. On defense, it's not that good. And it has slingshot for both. So yeah, slingshot there, slingshot there. So I'm not going to rate this good because it's not that good. but I'm not gonna rate it bad either because it's not that bad. So I'm gonna say it's gonna be in the middle. Moving on, we have Air Knight. So let me talk about Air Knight. Air Knight is actually pretty good. He is he's very good at, his stamina is really good, I'm sorry. And he's just really good. So the energy layer. Okay, so the energy layer is like a big disc, like Maximus Garuda. And it's just pretty big, I will admit. So yeah, and the forge disc. This forge disc is actually pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. It has this little piece on it, which makes it pretty good. So yeah, it's a pretty good forge disc. And this driver, so it's actually pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's pretty good. But I will admit the slingshot is not good at all. So to activate the slingshot, you have to pull on this, and then it comes up like that. And here's what happens. When I fire it into a stadium, it just immediately turns back into battle ring mode, and it's super annoying. So slingshot mode isn't good, but it's an okay Beyblade. I will give it medium again because it's not the best, but it's not the worst either. Okay, moving on, we have Spriggan Requiem, or Spriggan Requiem. Now, this is actually a really, really good Beyblade. Its energy layer has this gimmick where it can right and left spin. So, as you can see, it's in right spin. If you want to know how to left spin it, here's how. So, take out your launcher. Okay, so this is like my launcher that I usually use. Now, take out the ripcord. So as you can see at the bottom, where the QR code is, you have to put this little piece inside, and then make it, as you can see, these little blades, they move, and make it do that, alright? So now it can left spin, and I think it's pretty neat. Yeah, so there we go. Okay, now let's talk about the forge disc. I'm sorry, my dogs are barking. If you want to see my dog's video. So yeah, this forge disc is actually pretty heavy. Like, it's pretty good, I will admit. And the driver, oh my god. Okay, I just dropped the driver. Okay, the driver, it's an okay driver. It's got, what I like about it is that it has defense, stamina, and attack. So yeah, that makes it really good. Now, I'm not going to make it bad. It's not really medium. I think it's actually a pretty good one, so I'll put it in the good pile. Okay, this is probably going to be really long, so I'm going to try to speed things up. Okay, Chozy Achilles, or Turbo Achilles, whatever. So, I made an accident in my last video where I was unboxing Turbo Achilles, or Chozy Achilles. I made it left spin. Like when it's supposed to right spin, and I made a left spin. So I just want to let you know, it's not supposed to left spin. It's only supposed to right spin. But let's get into it. So its attack is actually really good. And it has these turbo blades that can come out in the middle of the battle. And then they're also burst stoppers. If you can see it, I don't know if you can. But yeah, so it has these burst stoppers, which actually work pretty well. And the disc is really heavy. I don't want to go into too much detail, but it's heavy. The driver is pretty good. It can switch modes. I honestly don't really know what the modes are, but it can change its length and stuff. So yeah, Achilles, I'm going to put him in the good pile because he's pretty good. Okay. Moving on, we have Tempest Wyvern, or Tornado Wyvern. So it's actually, I'm not going to lie, probably one of the best Beyblades Hasbro has ever made. So let's take it apart. The energy layer is really good. It has like these spinning blades at the top. And it's pretty good. The forge disc is pretty heavy, not going to lie, it's pretty heavy. And the driver has like this ball tip so that it always stays in the center of the stadium. So yeah, that is Wyvern. I'm gonna put him in the good pile because he's really good.
Okay, moving on.
Now, this one is Wonder Valtryek. Now, this Beyblade is not too good, but it's not too bad either. The only reason why it's bad is because, first of all, it has a really bad disc. And second of all, the driver is flat and it always loses its balance. I mean, not balance, I mean stamina. So it's really bad. And in slingshot mode, just makes it taller and it's not good at all. So, yeah, I already unboxed this in an earlier video if you want to see it. But it is good though because its attack power is amazing. Like, its attack, it's just really good. So I'm going to put it in the medium pile.
It's not too good, but not too bad.
This next one, glow-in-the-dark Z Achilles. I don't really know what to call it, but it glows in the... Well, it doesn't really glow in the dark. It just glows in the... Not glows, it lights up in the stadium. I'm sorry. So, like, if it spins, as you can see, it's kind of lighting up. It's pretty unique because it doesn't really... This isn't really, like, a disc that you would use on your Beyblade. This is kind of like the disc and the driver at the same time. So you put it together like that, and then you spring it on that. There we go. And I'm gonna say it's not good at all. The light doesn't make it any better. I think it actually makes it worse than the actual Z Achilles.
Hold on, let me get my Z Achilles right here. Oh no, I dropped it.
Okay, right here. They're basically the exact same thing. Like, they're the exact same equalness as bad. So I'm gonna put them both in the bad pile because they're really, really bad.
Moving on.
We have Dread Phoenix from Hasbro. Yeah, we have Dread Phoenix. Someone just screamed. Okay, Dread Phoenix. He's pretty good. He is okay. His armor never comes off though, or it hardly ever does. So it just stays over there. And the energy layer is not good at all. The disc is okay. It's actually pretty heavy. The driver is not good. It's really not good. It can turn into Slingshot and Bellring though, which is pretty good. But overall, it's not that good. So I'm gonna put it in the medium pile because it's okay, but it's not the best. So I'll put this in the medium pile.
Moving on is
Bloody or Brutal. Wait, hold on. What am I talking about? Nightmare Longinus. I'm sorry. Or Nightmare Lunar. It's okay. Its attack though is really, really good. And the cool thing about this is that it has two pieces, no forged disc. And so basically, when a Beyblade attacks it, it kind of like these dragon heads, if they reach over here, and it just bursts, which is pretty cool. And the driver is really good, and it can kind of free spin. So I'm gonna put this in the good pile. Next we have what's his name? Valtryek. Hold on, what's his name? I don't know. I'm trying to remember. Genesis Valtryek. So this is actually not good Beyblade. Well, its attack though is really bad, but its stamina is really good, and it has like this driver that's really good, and the forged disc is pretty heavy. So I'm gonna put it in the medium pile.
Okay,
this is getting pretty long, so I'm gonna keep going. Phoenix from Takara Tomy, pretty good. Its armor hardly comes off though. Disc pretty heavy, and the driver is pretty good at being in defense. I'm gonna give it a good because it's actually pretty good. So yeah.
And now we have two left.
So next up we have Turbo or Chozy Valkyriek. Or Valkyrie, I don't know. And its attack power is really, really good. Its driver Once it like wears down, it gets really good. And the forged disc is pretty heavy and has a lot of rubber. And it has these burst stoppers and / turbo blades. I'm not gonna take them all out right now, but yeah, it makes it unburstable. So I'm gonna put this in a good pile. And the last one I have is Kinetic Satum from Hasbro. Now, this Beyblade is, I will admit, it's really bad. So the thing about this is that it has these wheels at the bottom. So that, like, let's say it's wobbling like that. It's kind of supposed to help it balance, but in my opinion, it doesn't do anything at all. And also, it has these spinning wheels at the side, which also they don't do anything. Like what's supposed to happen is that a Beyblade's supposed to it's not supposed to get damaged. So yeah, that's Satum. Oh yeah, and it's forged disc, not good at all. But yeah, thank you. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna put it in the bad pile. It's not good. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.